Welcome, welcome, welcome to Vanessa's Van Life Journey. I am Vanessa, and I live in a van, and her name is Sunshine. Sunshiny days. Yes. Y'all, I'm in the van. It's 5:30, and I'm getting up. I've been up, y'all. I kind of woke up at like 1 something, and I really been up since then. I've been up definitely since 2 something. Editing videos. um, I don't know why I didn't go back to sleep. I just didn't have a video scheduled on my other channel, Life's Lessons with Vanessa. I had the content, it just needed to be edited. So I end up editing 2 videos and mm, don't really feel like getting up. But I'm just trying to stay consistent, y'all, uh, and just come live. I mean, I'm not really filming videos on this channel right now. I do have some content that I need to edit for this channel, but I'm trying to stay consistent at least by coming live. Uh, at least by coming live. It is cold. It's always cold in the middle of the night and in the early morning because it gets cold in the desert. So, oh yeah, it's cold. We're gonna have to close that door. So, this is how it's looking outside. This is how it's looking outside my window. Oh, oh. We're gonna go outside later. I tried to sleep with them earrings on last night. Then I couldn't sleep with them on. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if y'all could sleep in earrings. Our solar is at 74%. We did not run. We did not run the fan all night. We did not run the fan. But yeah, I did listen to my Bible last night a little bit, and then I was live last night as I was sleeping, and that phone must have stopped charging, and the phone died. And then my charger for my other phone, what the Bible was on, it died. Buffering, but maybe it's because I closed my door. It's cold. It's the July in the desert, but it's cold, especially in the morning and late at night. So I basically could find somewhere closer to Vegas where I could sleep so I won't have to drive all the way out here. Are we buffering? Because we only got one person in here right now. We had several people. We had several people in here, and then it start buffering. Let me see if I'm coming in clear. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Okay. I'm trying to see if it's coming in clear. Today is Monday. I was supposed to order this tool for me and Ms Charlene, but I haven't had a chance to watch no videos on it. So I haven't ordered it yet. Anyway. Mm. Let me I think I'm gonna wear some earrings out of the Walmart pack today. And let me see how do you open. Let me see if I get a allergic reaction to these earrings. Which ones do I want to wear? I don't know if I want to wear some that's gonna dangle. I like that the earrings come with two types of backs. I usually like to wear just the plastic backs. Why I can't find the hole, child? So I just got to watching something on this channel that I be watching. It's questions about relationships. And this lady, I forgot how old she said she was, in her 50s or her 60s. And she's married to a man in Nigeria. And she send money to him every month. Do you know how many women that man is scamming? Girl, y'all, y'all some desperate women. That's all I'm gonna say. Desperation. I had a friend years ago. Why I can't find my hole? I had a friend years ago that said no man. I mean, she said, I can't find my hole, y'all. She said half a man is better than no man at all. Girl, you went marry somebody in Africa that you have to take care of, support, and send money to every month. You ain't got no man. I mean, uh-uh. I just don't understand how you think that you're supposed to take care of a man. Mm-mm. And on top of that, the man ain't even with you. He not even with you. What you getting out of it? You sending him money every month? What is you getting out of it, girl? Don't. Mm-mm. Wow, I just, some people sinning by, and then they want to put God in it. I just don't understand. How can you put God in you sinning? You are sinning. You sinning. It ain't no other way around it. Okay, y'all, let me get the cooking breakfast because what what is for breakfast? We got some salad, some wings. Oh, we got some lunch meat. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have an easy peasy breakfast this morning. I said I want to do this. Did any bugs get in this thing? Oh, yeah. I didn't think no bugs was gonna get in here last night. Look at that. See, that's them little bitty bugs that be coming up in here. It worked. Something got up in here. Okay, we're gonna do a easy breakfast this morning. No muss, no fuss. We definitely gonna have to wash dishes tomorrow. Our breakfast is kind of gonna be like a bowl of cereal, but it's not gonna be cereal per se. But we're gonna do our Greek yogurt. We bought two of these the other day. Yeah, we're not cooking nothing for breakfast. We don't eat this. Women, love yourself. I need some spoons, y'all. I'm probably gonna have to go back to Ross and get that. I need more silverware. definitely can't find the spoon. I don't like using paper, plastic spoons and forks, even though I could have some of those, but I don't like them. I don't like using paper plates, plastic spoons and forks. I'm gonna put a lot of yogurt in there, and we're eating with a fork. We can't find a spoon. I might end up adding some more yogurt in there. And I'm just gonna take the whole thing of pineapples and add that up in there. You can add whatever you want in this concoction. You can cut some fresh fruit. I got some plums in there that then melted. I don't even know if the plums good. This is breakfast, y'all. Quaker Simply Granola cereal. So we are having cereal this morning, just with no milk. But our yogurt is our milk. Love yourself, y'all. Some people so desperate for love that what they end up getting is not even love. But what they don't realize is that the love that they are looking for already is there. It already exists. That's the love of Jesus. I ain't never taken care of no man. If he's supposed to be a man, then and if he's supposed to be a man and he is a godly man, then he's supposed to be a provider. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself letting people use y'all. And then I'm just saying, make it make sense. If you are going to, I'm just saying, I'm not suggesting this, but some of y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway. If you're going to sin, if you're going to play God, and you're not going to be obedient to God, stop acting like this is a godly situation. And just don't sin. Just sin. Stop acting like you not sinning when you know you're sinning. And if you're going to sin, make it make sense, okay? Why would you be in a sinful, ungodly relationship with a man living in Nigeria and you sending him money every month? He not with you. You not with him. You not getting nothing out of it. And you say that's love. That's not love. But if you're going to be in sin, why not be in sin in the USA, in the same city, in the same state, and take care of a man since you want to take care of a man? Why not take care of a man that could be in the same house in the same bed with you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't telling you to sin because I don't promote or condone sex outside of marriage. But I'm pretty sure you could find a man to marry in the good old USA that you could take care of since you want to take care of a man. I think women, not all women, but most women, and a lot of African American women, have been so used to carrying the burden and having all the weight be on our shoulders that we used to taking care of men. And another prime example of that is most women will take care of their sons who should be a man. He can stay with you till he's 70. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. We handicap the men, and then we want to know why there is a shortage of good men. But then the girl children, we push out there. I'm not taking care of no man, period. I sure ain't about to be married to one in another country. Y'all need to ask yourself a question. Why these men in Africa and other countries have to find love and marriage outside of their country? You got women in Africa. But the thing about it is, y'all think y'all married to a man in Africa? Girl, that man got a woman in Africa too. Hmm. The money you sending him is taking care of his family in Africa. I knew this lady personally. She was married to an African. He came to America, or he was already in America. I can't remember which, but he came to America. They was married. They was living together. She would go to work. He had some kind of job. She thought she was in love. She married. So then one day he come to her and tell her he got a cousin in Africa who's a female, and she need to come to America so he can help her get a job. So he convinced her to let the cousin move in. They get the money together, sent for her from Africa. She move in. One day she come home early. Him and the cousin in the bed. It was never his cousin. Probably his wife or wife to be in Africa. They living in her house. She taking care of them. And he had the nerve to bring a woman he fooling with from Africa into her house. He married her for citizenship. She kicked him out the house, the lady out the house, filed for divorce. He was saying, okay, we need to stay married for more years to get my citizenship. She said, I don't care how you get your citizenship. This marriage is over. I'm telling whoever the people are that they have to go through for his citizenship. She said, I'm gonna tell him you was You brought your cousin down here. You lied to me and said she was your cousin. You had her in my house and you was sleeping with him. You just mad at me for a citizenship. So she ended up divorcing him. I'm gonna say this, y'all. You do not have to go to Africa to find a sorry ninja. Sometimes people try to make themselves believe that the grass is greener on the other side. But it's actually worse. But you lying to yourself. You want to say you got a man so bad, you let somebody thousands of miles away convince you that y'all in a relationship and that he love you. That man don't love you, girl. He love what you doing for him. It's so sad. I love myself. Mm, and Jesus loves me. And it's no greater love than the love of a father who sent his son to die on the cross for your sins. Some people want to be married so bad. They will do any and everything. They will accept any and everything just to say they have a man. But you ain't even got a man. He in another country, girl. Make that make sense. Ugh. Mm-mm. I don't need to pay for nobody to come to this country to find love. Stay where you at. We can have a long distance relationship over the phone. Hmm. I could talk to you over the phone. You really love me? We gonna talk over the phone forever till you get your own self to America. Cause you know the whole point of them talking to you and making you feel wanted and making you feel loved is so they can get something out the deal. Mm-mm. I have dated Nigerians before. They were the biggest hoes. If you think Americans are hoes, date a Nigerian. They're a bigger hoe than Americans are, especially when they're new to the country because they're experiencing things that they've never experienced before. And it's no accountability. If you want to be cheated on, if you want to be lied to, and I'm not saying in all cases because I guess there are some exceptions to the rule, but I personally, me, myself, and I would never date a Nigerian ever again in life. Period. Poo. Woo, that's on period. Mm-mm. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. And the worst thing you could do is get married to a Nigerian. And see, some Nigerians want to get you, and the way they gonna keep you is by getting you pregnant. And don't get pregnant for them. Oh my goodness. And you better not let that baby be no citizen of where they girl. I seen this lady. She was married to a man from another country. He wanted his children to be born in their country. She had two kids, a girl and a boy. They lived in his country. He was abusing her and mistreating her. She the embassy, that's what she ended up going to the embassy and trying to leave the country. The embassy would not let the husband would not let her leave with the kids, and the embassy would not let her leave with the kids. So she eventually had to leave that country and flee for her life, but she had to leave her kids with him. Girl, some of y'all don't know what y'all doing. These men know what they doing because they done did it before. They get together and have classes, and how they target y'all, half of y'all, is on Facebook, Instagram. Girl, I done had so many Africans pop in my DM. Girl, I had to block them. Oh, you're so beautiful. Girl, one man sent a picture of himself, of me, I mean, to me, of him in Africa. I said to myself, do he think this was a girl? You standing in the dirt with no shoes on. Dirt that don't have no grass, no the land not even. The land can't even grow nothing. You send me a picture of yourself. You look malnutrition, starving, hungry, and ask me, do I am I looking for a good man? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Are you looking for a woman? Why you don't find a woman in your own hometown, in your own country, in your own tribe? Why you got to try to find a woman in America? I'm not saying that there can't be love found from one country to another one, but even if it's gonna be love found from one country to another one, what is the man bringing to the table? Yeah, you want a provider in a man, no matter where you find him at. You wouldn't settle for taking care of a man in America. So why are you gonna settle taking care of a man in Africa? Make it make some sense, please. I'm not understanding. Ain't nothing. Oh Lord, where are my towels? Ain't nothing nobody could tell me in another country that could convince me to send them no money. I'm just saying, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. Mm-mm. I ain't doing it. First of all, I don't want love that bad. Second of all, I'm not looking for no relationship, period. In America, in Africa, Cambodia, Jamaica, just nowhere. So, but ain't nothing nobody could do to convince me to send them my hard working few pennies I got. But and then you wouldn't believe that, like she say she send money to Africa every month. I wonder how much it is because they don't need that much to live off of. And secondly, they running a scam on multiple women. You're not the only one that same man running that scam on. So your little $100, $200 that you might be sending home, or $500 that you might be sending home to them a month, it's a lot to them. That's a lot of money to them. So that's a lot of money to them. What size are these jeans? Because I had bought some that was too big. I think it might have been the ones I had on yesterday. I don't even see the size to these. I think these are the ones that was too big. Let's see. Yep. So them should fit. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love Jesus. Love Jesus. Love Jesus. If you love the Lord, you're not gonna fall for any and everything. Fall in love with Jesus so that you won't fall for anything. Fall in love with the Lord. I'm so glad I have Jesus. And he is really, 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 and truly all I need. I'm about to take a bath. I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'm still here. I'm still talking. I'm gonna take a bath. We're gonna listen to Proverbs this morning. Book of Proverbs, chapter 1. The Proverbs of Solomon. Get some word in while we take a bath. And I need to use the bathroom. Receive the instruction of wisdom. I actually needed to use the bathroom since I first got up. Simple. Young man, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Yep. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Fools despise wisdom. Forsake not the Lord thy mother. But they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. They say, come with us. Let us lay wait for blood. Let us learn for the innocent without cause. Let us whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of... I forgot to close my back door. Oh well, we're taking a bath today with the back door open. Simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Yep. At my repeat, fools hate knowledge. Pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my word unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Proverbs 2. My son,
If thou wilt receive my words, and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment, and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leave the path of uprightness, who walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil, and delight in the frowardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked, and they froward in their paths. To deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger, which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. For her house inclineth unto death, and unto the dead. And they go unto her with vanity, and take their hold of the paths of life, that thou mayest walk in the way of good men, and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. The wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. Verse 3. My son, forget not the law, but let thine heart keep my commandments.
I think I'm gonna borrow me some eggs.
Shall they add to thee? Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and to thine bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, thy presses shall burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. The merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire.
Thank you, Jesus.
Life of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her. Happy is every one that retaineth her. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth. By understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace unto thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid, yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. The Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. Say not unto thy neighbor, Go and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when thou hast it by thee. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee. Strive not with a man. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the forward is abomination to the Lord. His secret is with the righteous.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. Surely he scorneth the scorners, he giveth grace unto the lowly. Wise shall inherit with glory, and shame shall be the promotion of fools.
Shame shall be the promotion of fools. Shame is pretty much judgment.
Instruction of the Father, and to no understanding. For I give them wisdom. Forsake ye not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, said unto me, let thine heart obtain my words, my commandments,
I like Proverbs, yo.
understanding.
That's why I keep listening. I like Proverbs and Psalms. But Proverbs is pretty much speaking
Observe me.
to those demons in your life,
Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get
letting you know what God gonna do to your enemy. So if you are under attack,
she shall
Psalms and Proverbs is good.
shall she deliver to thee.
Proverbs really speak to those that are in sin, to show them what God have in store for you. If you continue to sin after reading Proverbs again and again, child, you want to go to hell.
She is thy life.
You want to go to hell.
Go not in the way of leading men. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it. Pass away.
I'm putting lotion on.
That sleep is taken away, as they cause.
We got 12 people in the house and 10 thumbs up. Thumbs up the live stream, y'all. I got the screen blacked out. I bought this lotion. Y'all know I love Nivea. I bought this lotion from a lady that was selling it at a flea market. I want you to know this is not Nivea in this lotion. This is something else. That's a shame. People scam you in so many ways. I could tell from the first time I used this lotion. This was not Nivea. She took the Nivea out the bottle and put something else up in here. So be careful buying stuff from people.
Proverbs 5. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding.
Yep, this not Nivea. At all. Nivea don't do nothing that this do. This don't even moisturize you like Nivea do.
A two-edged sword.
And the way it lathers up, then it won't rub in. This is not no Nivea.
Hear me now, therefore, O you children, and depart not from the word of my mouth.
I will not be buying no more lotion.
Lest thou give thy honor unto others, and thy years unto the poor. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy neighbors be in the house of a stranger, and thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof. I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind, pleasant roe. Let her breasts satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? The ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Proverbs 6.
Okay.
My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself when thou art come into the hand of thy friend. Humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes.
Yeah, this ain't no Nivea lotion.
Thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide.
Nivea bottle. I believe she changed it.
Harvest.
That's just my belief.
When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, holding of hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue,
Mm-hmm.
and hands of innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations,
Mm-hmm.
feet, swift as mischief,
Mm-hmm. He talking to you.
false witness,
Mm-hmm.
lies,
Speaking lies.
discord among the brethren.
He that sowed discord. Yeah, he talking to you, girl. Get yourself together.
God's commandment. Forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thy
Okay, I
heart.
think I like the other one that's in my purse better.
It shall lead thee when thou sleepest. It shall keep thee, and when
Yeah,
thou wakest.
I think I like that flavor better. Scent
Of instruction
better.
to keep thee from the evil one, and the flattery of a strange woman. Bless up and be weak thine heart. Neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread,
Hmm.
and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take hands and his clothes not be
Can you?
one speech
No.
his neighbor's wife? Whosoever touches it shall not be innocent. Men do not despise a thief. He'll just satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
Hmm.
Some shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom. Neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Proverbs 7. My son, keep my words, lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which fluttereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths, the young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and he went away to a house in the twilight and the evening and the black dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot, and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn, feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, lieth and wait at every corner. So she caught him, and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is not at home. He is gone on a journey. He has taken a bag of money with him, and will come home day appointed. With her much fair speech she caused him to lips. She forced him. He goeth after. No, she didn't force him, sir. Mm-mm. Stalks. Nobody made you sin against God. He stood to the snare, and know not that it is. Given to me now, therefore, ye children, attend my mouth. Let not thine heart incline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths. For she hath cast down many wounded, yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell. Her house is the way to hell. The king's death. Wow. Proverbs 8. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth at the top of high places, way in the places of the paths. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools. Yeah, I will speak of distant things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. Wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing forward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth, that find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice and gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and find out the knowledge of witty inventions. The Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, the evil way, and forward mouth do I hate. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength. By me kings reign, and princes decree justice. By me princes rule, and nobles, even all the judges of the earth. I love them that love me, that seek me early shall find thee.
I was gonna boil some eggs.
Root is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and than choice of silver. I lead in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, fill their treasures. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, in the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains under the water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills, was I brought forth. While as yet he had not made the earth or the fields, or the highest parts of the world. When he prepared the heavens, was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the sea, the waters should pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth, then I was by him. That's one. And I was in his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, lest I eat instruction, and be and refuse it.
I throw away my trash every day, y'all.
Daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me, findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. He that sinneth against me wrongeth his own self. All they death. Proverbs 9. Wisdom hath builded her house. She hath hewed out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She crieth upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have made. Forsake the foolish, and live, and go with the understanding. He that receiveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is no wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. By me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, alone shalt benefit. A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple, and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house on the seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. Proverbs 10. Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son maketh a glad father. Foolish is the heaviness of his mother. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing. Righteousness delivereth from death. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. Sleeps are just, violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a great fool shall fall. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be. He that winketh with the eye causeth sorrow. The mouth of a righteous man is a well of life. Lies the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirreth up stripes. Love covereth all sins. The lips of him that hath understanding is God is for the back of him that is void of understanding. Wise man without knowledge is mere destruction. The rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. The labor of the righteous tendeth to life. The fruit of the wicked who sin. He is in the way of life that keepeth instruction. He that refuseth reproof erreth. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. The tongue of the just is choice of silver. The heart of the lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. Blessing of the Lord, make rich, and he hath no sorrow with it. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. The fear of the wicked it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. As the whirlwind passeth, so righteous is an everlasting foundation. Delivered to the teeth, smoke to the eyes. So is the sluggard to them that send him. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days. The years of the wicked shall be shortened. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. Where the Lord is strength of the upright, but destruction shall be the workers of iniquity. Righteous shall be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. The righteous shall never be removed. I'm not gonna take my walnut oil today. I think that made me sleepy. Of the wicked speaketh forwardness. Verse 11. False balance is abomination to the Lord, but just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them. The perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them. The transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the unjust men perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. And with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. With knowledge shall the just be delivered. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth. And when the wicked perish, there is shouting. By the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace. A talebearer revealeth the secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it, and he that hateth suretyship is sure. A gracious woman retaineth honor, strong men retain riches. The merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death. They that are of a froward heart are abomination to the Lord, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. The seed of the righteous shall be delivered. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a faithful woman, which is with discretion. The desire of the righteous is a good. The expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is that scattereth and yet increaseth. Is that withholdeth that is meat, but it tendeth honesty.
We're gonna wash dishes tomorrow. I mean today.
Shall be watered also himself. Withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him. Blessing shall be on the head of him that selleth it. He that diligently seeketh good procureth favor, but he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall. The righteous shall flourish as a branch. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind. The fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise. Behold,
He that winneth souls is wise. Okay, I'm getting ready to go. I got to use the bathroom.
a good man in the favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked offenses.
So that van must have came in here last night.
Righteous shall not be.
The sun is up. Let me empty my bladder and we can get on up out of here.
Is better than he that honoreth himself, and like just man is beast. The seas of the wicked. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread. He that loveth vain persons is always wicked. Desireth the net of evil men, but the root of the righteous yieldeth meat. The wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. Shall be satisfied with good by the man's mouth. Man's hands shall be rendered unto him. In his own eyes, he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. Speaketh truth, showeth righteousness. Shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Heaviness in the heart of man maketh it righteous is more than slothful man boasteth.
What just happened?
Not which is precious. In the way of righteousness is life. Path of error. No. Proverbs 13. The wise is actually off.
Okay. We were camped out on the BLM land. Let's go.
Shall be to him that refuseth instruction, but he that regardeth shall be honored. But it is abomination to fools to depart of see with the sinners, which is wood to be to his children's children. Just much food is in the tillage of the poor, that is destroyed for want of judgment. Times the righteous satisfying of his soul. If we shall want Proverbs
Good morning, everybody.
which plucketh it down with her hands. He that walketh in uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is in ways deviseth him. A faithful witness will not witness will not lies. Sworn wisdom and findeth it. Now seemeth not in him the lips of knowledge. Wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way. The folly is deceit. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. Fools make a mock at sin. Stranger do not intermeddle with his joy. The house of the wicked shall be overthrown. Tabernacle shall flourish. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is of death. Sorrowful, and the end is heaviness. The backslider of heart and a good shall be satisfied from himself. The simple believeth every word. The wise man heart and confident. He that sticks his head simple and arid folly. The evil bow before the righteous. Poor is the poor is hated of the poor. Why do people hate the poor? Oh no. Why you hate poor people? You're supposed to be better than them. Got more than them. Why you hate them? Because the poor is closest to God. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Give me one more thumbs up to get the 20 thumbs up. This is for me. The true witness delivereth the souls, but a deceitful witness speaketh lies. In the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. It's a snares of death. In the multitude of people is the gates of Steve. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. A sound heart is the life of the flesh. Wait, what's on the screen right now? His maker, but he that honoreth him. I want to see how many miles I'm going. Wickedness. Righteous have hope in his death. Wisdom resteth in the heart of him that hath understanding. That which is made known. What did I do? Righteousness exalteth a nation, but sin is a reproach to any. I did. What a wise servant, but his wrath is against him that causeth shame. What did I do? I want to see my miles. 15. The soft answer turneth away wrath. His words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge right, but the mouth of fools without foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit. The fool despiseth his father's instruction, but he that regardeth reproof. I don't know how fast I'm going. Well, without looking. In the revenues of the wicked, the lips of the wise disperse knowledge. The foolish doeth not so. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord. I want to see the numbers on the screen. I did something. Is an abomination to the Lord, but he loveth him that followeth after righteousness. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth shall die. Hell and destruction are before the Lord. Small men hearts of the children of men. The scorner loveth not one that reproveth him, that will he go unto the wise. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. in that understanding seek knowledge, but the mother foolishness. All the days of the afflicted are evil. So in your feast, better is a little with the fear of the Lord. Therewith is a dinner of herbs wherewith, and a store of mots and hatred therewith, a wrathful strength of strife, but he strife. The way of the slothful man is as an hedge of thorns. The way of the righteous is made plain. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish man despiseth his mother. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man understanding greatly. The counsel is disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors they are established. A man joy by the answer of his mouth, and a word spoken in due season. How good is it! The way of life is a balm to the wise, that he may destroy. He will establish the board of the wicked. The thoughts of the wicked are words. He that is greedy of gain is loss, but he that hates shall live. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked words. Yep, the police stop somebody. Righteous. The eyes rejoiceth the heart, and a good report maketh the wounds fit. He among the wise, he that refuseth and despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. You got to listen to the word over and over again. 16. Let it seep in your soul. The answer of the tongue is from the Lord. Always on the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, so shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, everyone will have right, he shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, fear of evil. When a man's ways is the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. There's a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. The man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. The divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresseth not in judgment. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. It is an abomination for king to commit wickedness. The throne is established in righteousness. Righteous lips are the delight of kings, and they love him that speaketh right. The rapid messengers of death. This man will pacify it. In the light of the king's countenance life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. Better is it to get wisdom than gold, to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. The way of the upright is to depart from evil. He that goeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth destruction, and an haughty spirit before he of an humble spirit with the lowly. To the soul, you're probably gonna start getting to the I like the speed and it's there. His mouth craveth it of him. Ungodly man maketh evil. forward things, moving his lips he bringeth evil to pass. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that is from the Lord, always will look clean in own eyes. Thy words of the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked, the day of evil. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand are joined in hand, he shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. There is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. A divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresseth not in judgment. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, and the throne is established by righteousness. Righteous lips are the delight of kings, and they love him that speaketh right. The path of a king is as messengers of death, but a wise man will pacify it. In the light of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding than to be chosen than silver? The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before the fall. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly, than to divide the spoil with the proud. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increaseth learning. Understanding is a wellspring of life unto him that hath it, but the obstruction of fools is folly. The heart of the wise teacheth his mouth, and addeth learning to his lips. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and health to the bones. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. He that laboureth for himself, but his mouth craveth it of him. An ungodly man that diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire. A froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. A violent man enticeth his neighbour, and leadeth him into the way that is not good. He shutteth his eyes to devise froward things, moving his lips he bringeth evil to pass. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. The Lord is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. Proverbs 17. Proverbs 17. There is a dry morsel, and quietness therewith, and an house full of sacrifices with strife. I don't know if we. Thy servant shall have a son that causeth shame, and shall have part of the inheritance among the brethren. The refining pot is for silver. 20 miles to Vegas. But the Lord trieth the hearts. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear prince. A gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that hath it. Whithersoever it turneth, it prospereth. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends. A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. An evil man seeketh only rebellion. Therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man, rather than fall in his. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. The beginning of strife is as when one letteth out order. Therefore leave off contention, before it be meddled with. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both.
I'll have to sit, Mom.
Wherefore is there a place in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he hath
So,
to do it? A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A man void of understanding striketh hands, and becometh surety in the presence of his friend. He loveth transgression that loveth strife, and he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. He that hath a froward heart findeth no good, and he that hath a perverse tongue falleth into mischief. He that begetteth a fool doeth it to his sorrow, and the father of a fool hath no joy.
the father of a fool had no
Goeth
joy.
forth like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. A wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bare him. Also to punish the just is not good, nor to strike princes for equity. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Proverbs 18. Through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. A fool hath no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. Ignominy. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth forth strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. He also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it, and is safe. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and as an high wall in his own conceit. We didn't buff for before destruction the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. He that hath before he giveth it is folly and shame unto him. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity. A wounded spirit who can bear. The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. Lot causeth contentions to cease, and potteth between the mighty. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase crease of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. The poor useth entreaties, but the rich answereth roughly. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Proverbs 19.
Proverbs.
Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity, and he that is perverse in his lips is a fool. Also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good. And he
It's
that
always
hateth
at
wisdom,
this point.
the foolishness of man goeth in his way, and his heart
I
fitteth
can go
at
further down.
wealth maketh
I
many
end the live
friends.
before I get to the freeway so I can ask Siri for directions.
A false witness
Because
shall
I don't
not
know
be
nothing about these freeways and
uttered.
roads.
Lies shall not escape.
So
Many will
I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Thank y'all for riding with me. I got to ask Siri for some directions.
How much more to his
So
friend?
I will talk to y'all later. I love y'all.
Pursueth them with
And
words, yet they are
thanks for
wanting thee.
watching. I will see y'all later.
Loveth his own soul.